Checky, check, mic, check. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, troops, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to the channel, Mark. That's me, my words, where we cover trading, traveling, and training. I do hope you're all okay, and I thank you all for joining us. Good morning, Squirrel, my man. He's online. Here we go. We are live, and we have got our first viewer in the chat, as always. My man, Squirrel. So I'm going to be with you for around the first hour of trading. Then I do have to shoot off, do some real work. And then I'll be back for Power Hour this evening. So thanks for joining. Super Stephen, hi mate, welcome back. Great to see you here. Just going to grab my iPad. Give me a second. I just need that as a reference until the market opens. So how are we doing, guys? Have we all had a good night's sleep after yesterday? My gosh, what a day. What an absolute day, man. I couldn't believe it. I woke up seeing red, and I'm colorblind. So that tells you everything that you need to know. But we are where we are. And today is a new day. And we always say here, you take each day on its own. So where are we this morning? Currently looking at pre-market. AMC is showing here as being up 20 cents, 1.88%. GME is showing as still in the red, down pre-market $21, down 11.8%. Will that hold? I do not know. Let's see what happens. What are we going to look at first then? So let's go and look at the Stonko tracker. The Stonko tracker. Let's get it on for today. So market opens in 2.5 minutes. We've got time to go through this. I've linked this website in the description, so go and have a look at it. It basically pulls all the information together, the most common information that people go searching for. So there's a close price yesterday. SSR is on today. The trigger price for SSR tomorrow is $9.59. Will we trigger that? Who knows? Let's see. Calls expiring in the money at $11 would be, if we close at $11, would be another 4,216 shares available to borrow. ETF shares available. Borrowed shares, borrow rate is going back up again. That's over 3% now, at 3%. And options data and shorted volume. So yesterday shorted 33%. So do go and check this out. It's for AMC and GME as well. So it's got both on there. There's a close price. SSR is off with no SSR today. Frankfurt is open, showing at 131.50. US dollars 161.40. Trigger price for SSR is 163.58. Calls, borrowed shares, options, shorted volume. Whew. Look at that yesterday, man. I didn't see that. Wow. Volume, look how low that volume is. Fails to deliver and SSR trigger. So 163.58 is the lucky number for GME. I just want to go here ready for market open. We will see what we open at. If I just close that and then go to YouTube challenge, we get all the tickers. And we should be close to the top. AMC and GameStop, Clovis, BioCrist and Eyes. So I've been thinking about this one today. I do have a position here. Pre-market, it's down another $2, down at $8 and something. It was the last time I checked anyway. Yeah, it's down $2.62. So another 24% drop. So I think I might sell those today. I might take the L. And we're off. We're off. GameStop automatically down 13.5%. So there's the SSR for tomorrow triggered already. AMC opening up slightly as we saw in the pre-market, up 14 cents at the moment. Clovis opened down again, another 2%. BioCrist has opened up 2%, there or thereabouts. So a mixed bag. but certainly better than the status and situation we were in yesterday. Any thoughts on American Airlines? Here, this airline is heavily shorted. I've been in and out of American Airlines, Stephen. Actually, I've been done a bit of day trading on it because you know because of the pandemic and stuff. It's dropped off a lot. So you know, as things open up, that price will go up again. I've not heard about the short position there, to be honest, but I'll have a look at it later and probably try and do something this evening on it. So yeah, Sundial, it's another popular one. Microvision, that's up. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on eyes for a while. Keep my eyes on eyes because this is really hurting the YouTube challenge. We need to make a decision here. So I put the Fibonacci's on it yesterday, and if we've dropped below 50% retracement, I'm gonna pull the pin, and I'm gonna take the loss, and I'm gonna transfer what little money there is from it back into the YouTube challenge. Why are you not giving me movement? It's a bit laggy, this. So we are just about at the 50% line. Let's see. We're just below that 50% line. So that's $11. We'll see. We'll give it a bit of time. See what happens today. Let's say for the first hour, but then by then, you know, I want to be making a decision really, because this challenge, you know, you want to try and make the right decisions, and if you're losing, you're losing. You know, I mean, we've got some green candles, so we'll see how it goes. See where we get to, as the market seems to be rebounding. Where are we? So Bitcoin's going up for the cryptos amongst you. I do have a bit of Bitcoin, not a lot. I think I have like one tenth of a Bitcoin. So nothing spectacular, but you know, every little helps. And Elon has tweeted that you can buy a Tesla using Bitcoin. They'll accept Bitcoin as payment. So, you know, that's interesting. That's one step forward, I guess. And we'll see what happens. Right, so that's eyes sitting pretty. We're moving up. We're going. Come on, baby, climb. Give me some of the L's back. Give me some of the L's. What are we currently? We're well down on this. I've only got 10 shares. We're $60 down. So, you know, we bought in at 50. This is real life. This is real life. None of you fuzzy wuzzy super duper YouTubers. I'm just going to drop this in and I've made an absolute fortune. This is the reality. Look, AMC 50 at 14.23, a long way to go. Eyes 10 at 15.20, a long way to go. We're at $9. Clovis 40 at 6.86. That's not too bad. I hope to see that come back. A word of note on Clovis. So if you don't know Clovis, it's very good at hovering around the 666 mark. The market makers love it at 666, and it's a running joke on the Stock Twits forum when it gets to that kind of level. And you can see here already, look, it gets there or thereabouts. What's that? Yeah, 670 something. And then it just drops. So there's 666 there, right in the middle. So we'll see where that takes us. But I'm going to keep my eyes on eyes this morning for the first few minutes, and then see where we go and make a decision on whether to pull it out, take the loss, and move on. Right. So yesterday, GME earnings call. you know, people saying that's what stonked the price and all that sort of stuff, but who knows, who knows. Anyway, they filed the 10K with the SEC. I've linked this down below, so if you want to go and read it, just go to the description here and the link to the filing is in there. Just click on it, it'll take you straight to this page. So I had a read through it. Other people have highlighted this as well. It's not just, you know, I haven't just found it. Risk related to our common stock. And they've mentioned specifically short squeezers. Like, what is that? Now, I did think, hang on a minute. Okay, let's go and see. Let's go and see if I just want to read this little bit. You can read it for yourselves later, but let me just... To the extent aggregate short exposure exceeds the number of shares of our Class A common stock available for purchase on the open market, investors with short exposure may have to pay a premium to repurchase shares of our Class A common stock for delivery to lenders of our Class A common stock. Those repurchasers may in turn dramatically increase the price of shares of our common stock until additional shares of our common stock are available for trading or borrowing. This is often referred to as a short squeeze. I've got the hairs on the back of my neck standing up. So listen, I went and had a quick look. AMC in their risk to related common stock. Okay, so that I've highlighted that here. Risks related to our common stock. AMC, risks related to our common stock. No mention of shorts. Clovis, the one we've just looked at. Risks related to ownership of our common stock. No mention of a short squeeze. BioCris Pharmaceuticals, the other one that I keep talking about. Risks relating to our common stock. No mention of a short squeeze. So they have put that in there specifically. They've put it in there specifically. And there's some chatter going around, you know, about why they, you know, didn't have any questions yesterday. Some people pointing out that, you know, the CEO, it just felt like he was reading from a script. He was reading this, and he wasn't interested. Sounds like a defeated man. There was another section in here where they've talked about board members who will be leaving. At the next shareholder meeting, they'll be gone. I can't find it now quickly off my fingertips, but let's go to the table of contents and see if we can see it quickly. There, directors. It's not in there. Anyway, there's a list of those directors that are going to be leaving. So some of these are either resigned already, like the chief financial officer, and some of them are going to be going. The majority of them are going to be going, and it looks like they're all going to be replaced with, you know, the techie people, the people coming from Amazon and Google and places like that. So, you know, is there more to it than what we heard yesterday? I have no doubt that. That there's going to be, you know, further announcements and there's going to be an impact on the price. But that mentioning specifically short squeezes, that gets my hairs tingling, really. When you see that it's not in any other, and you take three, I've took three as a sample, you know, just to verify my work, my reading. Just so you know, part of my professional job, I'm an auditor, So I do things like this. I go and verify, okay, if it's in there, is it in there? Is it in there? Is it there? Is it normal practice? And it's not. It's not normal practice to put that in there. So there's a reason for it. Again, we're at the bottom end of the pecking order. So will we ever find out? I think eventually we will find out. But have they done it to cover themselves? Have they done it to show maybe the hedge funds, hey, listen, we see you and we know, and, you know, it's coming. So take from that what you will. And personally, I think it's positive that it's in there. Just go and have a look at some of the comments. Squirrel, I got some Riot last night. Looking good so far today. Riot. Never seen it. Squirrel, you keep picking these out, mate. In fact, somebody asked me to do a comparison of Mara versus Riot. I've got it written up on my board here. So I'm going to look at that, Squirrel, later today, and I'll try and do something this evening during tonight's Power Hour. But you keep picking these out, mate. That's the second one or third one you've come up with. So anybody want any hints and tips? go check out Squirrel's portfolio. Why is CTRM falling apart? I'd like your opinion on CTRM. Let's go and have a look, Stephen. Let's go and have a look. Oh, look, eyes. We're climbing on eyes. Good, get in. Right, let's have a look on CTRM. Let me just... Guys, I'm still working off my... notebook. So if the connection's bad or the sound's bad, I do apologise. I was expecting some connections today to go to... Ah, man. One thing I don't like about this platform is it doesn't... You know, you've got to add it to your... Let's add it. Let's add it to the watch list, Stephen. It's in there. So this is the... I think they're a bulk carrier in marine industry, aren't they? They do bulk tankers. Where are we? So if we go to YouTube challenge, here, it should be here. Here we are, Castor Maritime. Let's have a look. Castor, whoa, look at this. This is 1 penny. 1 penny trading. So what's caused this here? That's yesterday. This is today. So what's causing this? What news have they had? They must have had some news. Let's have a look. Last month, 2 months ago. Do you know? 64% sells today, 64% this week, 60% sells this month, 52% buys. Why is that? Let's see if we can get some news up. Let me just move my desk around a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, bulk shipping. It's raised a lot of capital recently, as well as purchased a good number of bulk ships. The value of CTRM stock is hard to value right now until the company delivers more information. It's hard to know exactly how much cash the company presently has or its exact book value per share. There are indications that CTRM stock is trading too far above its BVPS now. Over time, the stock will float down much closer to its book value per share. So, yeah, I mean, that says to me, when was there, have they put a filing in? Have they done a financial filing or what? This is because we don't know how much cash of the 700 million in common stock and debt the company has raised, and we don't know the exact amount of common shares that are now outstanding. These are needed in order to calculate the book value per share. So there's missing information then. So you're gonna have to wait for a filing, Stephen, I think. And see what the book value is. And I know this ticker has been getting a lot of there, look. So that's wow, that's a big drop. So that's in line with that announcement yesterday. Interesting. I'd be waiting. Have you got some, Stephen? Are you got a holding in there? Squirrel, GME news articles seem to be a mix of good and bad interpretations. Yeah, again, like I said yesterday on the live stream during Power Hour, you can read what you want in the documents. The documents will tell you the facts and figures. For me, the people will tell you the sentiment, and the CEO not having how many, let's put it this way, how many earnings reports have you listened to where there's been no questions? Because I'll be honest, yesterday that was the first time I've ever heard or listened to an earnings call and there's been no questions. So that for me said something, and we'll see what comes out in the wash, but I think there's a lot more coming for sure. Squirrel, I've been getting lucky. Simon, morning, mate. How are you? All good, I hope. Troy, the ladder is down again. I thought SSR is in place. Troy, I'll wait to see CTRM drops below 20 cents again. AUVI, Squirrel. I'll just have a quick look. Troy, you mean AMC, the ladder in AMC? Let's have a look. Yo, woohoo! Oh, man. But again, let's, like we did yesterday, let's take a bigger picture view. So if we put it into context, it looks bad. Of course it does. And this, this is what this roller coaster is going to be like now. Desperate times call for desperate measures. But look, we're maintaining that. So higher lows, higher lows. That's what I see. Yes, it looks ugly. We picked it out yesterday. We picked it out yesterday morning as well. I mean, look, it's almost an identical pattern. Green and an attack. I bet GME isn't far off the same. Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. Look. Exactly the same, green and then down. So, it is what it is. Is this people getting afraid? I don't know. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I don't think there's that much retail selling going on. And actually, this is a buy. I'm going to buy live trading. So I do have GME on my eToro account. So I'm going to buy a couple more GME because that 150 area, from what I remember, that's a previous level of support. Means nothing at the moment, does it? I mean, look at all these support lines we've had drawn out, but I think that's too good to miss. So I'm going to buy 2 units. 2 or 3. Can I get 3? Have I got enough to get 3? No, I haven't. So I'll take 2 because I don't like buying fractional shares. Open trade. We're in. 2 GME at 149.87. There you go. No, sorry, 2 at 152. So there you go. We've added a little bit. 150 shares at CTRM, but I'm not happy with their missing information. May sell at a $5 loss. Not comfortable with it. Thank you, mate. I tell you what, Stephen. That's all you got to do, my friend. And you'll find this repeating theme on this channel. I say to people, you get in when you're comfortable, you get out when you're comfortable, and it's all. Look at that. Look, Mark buys something, and we find a new low. Anyway, it is what it is. Right, so I'm just going to look at eyes again because I want to keep watch on that. That's coming down a little bit because I'm close to selling those. You see, Stephen, I've got this one. I've only got 10 shares, and it'll cost me probably $12 to close the position, so I'm going to lose even more. But this is what I mean about drawing the line. You know, I'm almost 50% down there. You know, so and this is the YouTube challenge. So I'd rather take the loss and put the money back into the account for what it'll be, you know, and then you know use it for something else. Right, AUVI. Let's have a look, Squirrel. Another one of yours. You said it's rocketing. Holy shamoly, Batman! Look at that. 33% up, man. Jesus. What's going on there? What is going on there? Let me put my start line in. There we go. And let's see. So what news have they had today then? Because they've definitely, they've definitely had some news. Let's have a look. Oh, Boston Red Sox to partner with Applied UV to install Aeroside air quality system in Fenway Park and JetBlue Park. There you go. There's your news. Ah, the old coronavirus play. Wow. So that's why. That's why. That's why. So you're getting a bit of a sell-off now. Let's have a look at some history and see what we can see on the old Charter-Rooney. Here we go. Wow. So actually, it looks like there's some real upside to be had here. Oh no, because it's up there. Look, it's up there. Oh, hello, my little friend. Oh, tell you what, there's some real upside to be had here. Look at this, was trading at $30+. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go back to the 1 minute chart. We'll just see where this goes. Is there any old support at this area here? Around the 1190 area. See, it's testing it, look. It's testing it. Let's watch that. We'll put a line in there. About there. And we'll watch this. And it might be a case of cashing out the old eyes and buying in AUVI. See, it's a sell the news, or is that been attacked? Is that profit takers? It might be profit takers, but the RSI, it's brought the RSI back into line. Interesting. I'm going to watch this for a couple of minutes, as well as this one. And we shall see. What's AMC doing? Are we still going down? Oh, yeah. We are. Again, look. So it wouldn't surprise me if GME is doing something pretty spectacular as well. No, actually, trying to find a way back up again. Hovering around that 150 mark. GME 145. Yeah. Check out Sense. I love that stock. Yeah. Troy bounced. Yeah. Okay. Squirrel. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just bought some. Good for you. Good for you, my man. Good for you. It got rated at like 17 plus recently too. Okay, there you go. When vaccinations are done, all the businesses will be stuck with millions of useless masks, just like the Pogs had years ago. Yeah, yeah. Hovering around 148. Yeah, it is. It is. Let's just have a quick look, and then we'll have a look at Sense, Sensonics, Steve. No worries. Yeah. So we've had that sell off. I think that is SSR triggered 144. I think it was 148 something. Oh, 163. So we've definitely done it. 163. So SSR for tomorrow. Close that one. Let's go back here. I think I've got Sensonics on the watch list, Steve, because I was interested in it. And again, this is one of the reasons why I opened this account, because Sensonics, here we are. Sensonics was one of the tickers that I was interested in when it was around about $1.50, and I just couldn't get on it because the brokerage I was using wouldn't let me. So this is having a bit of a recovery, look. So now might be a good entry point, actually. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's have a look. So it's having a pullback. $6 something, middle of February, $5.50. So there's the run up. There's the run up there. Let's put the fibs on and see about this run up. And see how much retracement there is. What's going on? I've picked the wrong one. Get that off there. Get out of there. Fib retracement. Let's have a look. There we go. So yeah, you're just in that 61% area, but it's had a nice bounce back there, and it's trending upwards as well. As that drop below that support line, I need to zoom back in now. So yeah, we're just below it on the 30-minute. Let's see on the 1 minute. What's it doing? No volume hardly, you see. But that for me is I might have to get some of that. I might sell the eyes and jump into Sensonics or AUVI. See, that's come right back down. It's given up all its gains for today. Do you know what, guys? I'm going to sell this. I'm going to get rid of it because, you know, like I said, I'm nearly 50% down. So that's enough for me on that. That didn't quite work out. Limit, order level. Set it at 861. Try and get the best. See if we can get it at 861. And then if we can't, we'll cancel that. And we'll try and get it wherever we can. So yeah, we'll put that into something else. Again, it'll go back in the kitty. But nearly £200 down. 20% down in 3 days, 4 days. But there you go. It is what it is. It is what it is. There you go. We've hit it. We hit the 161. So there you go. We got a bit more money back in the old coffers now for something else. So I'm going to delete that. Take that chart off there. That's gone. Clovis, you're down as well. AMC, you're well down. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. What are we doing? You see, I just don't get this. I don't get it at all. Like you said, Troy, SSR's on. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm the same. I just don't get this. Stephen, I don't think this is retail selling. No, I don't. I don't think it's retail selling at all because it's too violent. That would have to be like, you know, you think how many shares it takes to drop it that quickly, you know, and that violently. I just don't see it. I just don't see it as being retail sellers. I think they're using the fact that people are nervous since they, you know, since they put it out there that they might, or you know, they've got the shareholder vote for the additional stock, the issuance of the additional stock, and I think people are nervous about that, and it'll come a point where people say, "That's it, I'm not risking it anymore." But what's changed? I have to ask myself, what's changed? Nothing has changed apart from that statement that's making people nervous, you know. So, I mean, the borrow fee's gone up again, so it's getting more expensive to short it. And I just don't see what has changed from last week, apart from, you know, the earnings call. But it is what it is. Will it go to $100? Do I think it can hit $100? I do, mate. Yeah, I do. I do think it can. Whether it will or not is a different thing. And like I said before, you know, people like us, the retail people like us, we're just passengers in this. You know, as a collective, yes, we've got some clout, but we can't coordinate. You know, you can try and organise yourselves through forums like Reddit, StockTwits, and that, you know, that sort of thing. But it's not the same as having a board of 10 directors who sit round a table and say, this is our strategy and we're not deviating from this strategy no matter what. You know, so that's the difference. That's the difference. So, but this for me is not, you know, maybe it's stop losses. Maybe people had stop losses at $11 and that causes a big fall, you know, and then you're picking them up at 10.50, stop losses at 10.50, you know, and that's causing a big fall as well. Who knows? Who knows? You know, you've got what we got here. So let's say you have people selling a stop loss at 11, yeah. So all it takes is a little bit of a push to get those stop loss triggers, and then you're down. You know, you get some buy-in, you get some people who see the value, they buy it, then they have a little push again, bring it back down to 1070, stop losses at 1070, and you're down again. Again, I'm just hypothesizing, but it's a theory that I think is viable. You know, what's the overall market doing? Let's have a look. Is it turning red? Oh, look, you see, it's red again. It's red again. American Airlines is doing all right. You see, this is going to happen to these airline stocks as things start to open up again. It'll just, this will just keep going. This will just keep going. But I've heard it's heavily shorted as well. So, we'll have a look at it during today, and I'll see if I can get something for tonight. But again, you look at the overall market, and it's like just all turned red. It's all turned red. I can't. I honestly can't take it in. There you go. Look at that, Clovis 666. What I was saying earlier, they love it at that 666 area for some reason. So again, is it an AMC GME specific issue? No, it's not, because look at the market. But it's not helping, that's for sure. This is not helping. GME is not doing too bad. It's pushing back up. So those two that we bought at 152, I made $5. I'm $5 up on a $300 on a $300 investment. So every cloud, we shall see what happens. Of the two now, AMC and GME, I think GME looks a little bit stronger, but anything can happen. Anything. Like I said, nothing's really changed for AMC. I just think people have got nervous. But that's dirty. That's nasty. I mean, is there some news? Is there some news that's come out that's caused this? Or is it just... No, 6 days ago. Yesterday. What's that? What's her order imbalance? 2,149,738 shares on the buy side. Oh, look at this. Trading activity, sells. 100% of client accounts with open positions in this market expect the price to rise. 51 to 250 client accounts have open positions in this market. Okay. Nio, BlackBerry, Palantir. Still going. But what you've got to remember is, I mean, this was down, where was it? A few weeks ago, $7 or something. And we had it was lower than that. And we had the Battle of 801. Where are you going, Mark? Didn't we? So again, I mean, I look at the bigger picture. Where were we? What date are we on today? 24. Let's say there. 24th of February, we were at $7.30. So that's only 4 weeks ago. AMC is having a hard time. I think it's because I've done that one. Troy, several tickers 80% down last year. I just took profit from ones that were up and averaged down on the hardest hit and came out way up. Good strategy, mate. I like that. Yeah. If you had to pick, does GME or AMC have a better chance of a real short squeeze? Again, this is just my opinion, so take it for what you will. I think looking at the two, I think they've both got long-term value, um, uh, but I think GME is the more likely to squeeze. Not to say that both can't squeeze. Of course they can, but I think GME is slightly more favourable. And that's just based on sentiment, the strength of today, and the strength of the bounce backs, and the fact that they're not really able to. I say they're not able to drive this price down, but I think the hedge funds were probably expecting this to be a lot lower now than what it is. I think they were expecting to it to be under $100 by now, especially with some of the attacks that they've done. I mean, this one, look, when you let's compare this to AMC. So a pretty similar sell-off in the beginning. What's GME on there? That must be on it's on the 1 minute. So we'll put AMC on the 1 minute as well. You see, it's a pretty similar sell-off. But the recovery's been different. Sell off, the recovery. Whereas AMC kind of went sell off, recovery, sell off. And it's still selling off. So I think this is some stop losses. I think it's some people getting out, and I think it's some manipulation as well. But do I think it's dead? Absolutely not. Because again, you look at the bigger picture, you look at the wider picture. And 3-4 weeks ago, it was less than $8. So there's still value there, and there will be those people that are sweeping these up. They see this as a buy opportunity. Maybe if it is people getting in and getting out, it might be those people who put some of their stimulus money in it. And I've seen it go down. They were probably expecting it to go up straight away, and they've seen it go down. And I understand, like, if you've put that stimulus money in and you're expecting it to go up, now it's going down, you're going to get nervous if you're not normally a stock person. But I just try and remember things, that I've heard. Warren Buffett is one of the best. The stock market is a mechanism for transferring money from the inpatient to the patient. And when you remember things like that, it calms me down. Because I'm quite emotional. I get quite, what's happening? What's going on? So I use those kind of techniques just to take a condor moment, take a step back, have a look at the bigger picture, put some retracements on there and see exactly where you're at, and then make a decision. The one today that I've sold, 50% loss. I could have held it. But I want to do some. I've opened this fund for a reason, not just to sit there and say, okay, that's a 50% loss. What I'd rather do is find something else, and try and get that 50% back, rather than waiting and hoping that one turns around, which I'm sure it will eventually. But that's just my way of doing things. So but I like, Troy, I like what you've just said, mate. You had some tickers that were down 80%. You took profits from those that were up, and you averaged down, and then eventually when the market turns, you get that back, and it's just being smart. It's just having a strategy and sticking to it. And not everybody's the same. Not everybody has got the same tolerance level. So it is what it is. I do things my way. There's other people that do things their way, and that's all I can say. But this kind of thing, it doesn't psychologically affect me, simply because I know that I've bought what I can afford to lose. Okay, so I've got, let's go open book. So I've got 402 shares in my Hargreaves and Lansdowne account. with an average of about $11.30, and I've got 50 shares here. Now this one, this position, I may close because again, you know, I don't want to lose all of this because this is for the purpose of YouTube. You know, the others, they're riding because that's the money that I've put in. That I can just say, do you know what? If it goes, it goes. But this one, this is not because of the price. This is more because I want to keep this. I don't really want to add to this. I'd feel like I was cheating if I was adding to it because it defeats the object of going through, you know, that exercise of can you make money? Can you do it? And maybe we do lose everything in a month, you know, and then, okay, hey, YouTube, I tried it and this is what happened. A bit of reality for people. But I want to try and keep it going a little bit. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Clovis, I'll leave that going because I understand the value of Clovis, and I know that, you know, eventually it'll get back up to $8-9. This is just tomfoolery. This, so we'll see what happens with that. Marcus, today all I have to do is look at Tesla. I told wife buy Tesla under 5. I have to squeeze 100 times. I was an electronic engineer 30 years ago. Yeah. So you've got that knowledge as well, Troy. You know, you're able to do that. AMC had as much potential to squeeze. I believe, truth be told, it's over 100% shorted as well. That's why they're trying so hard to kill it. But other wells won't let them. Yeah. So again, I think you're right, Troy, and I'm not discounting either. You know, I think they've both got potential. I think what's happened now recently is there's been so much misinformation around that people can't really now decide on what's real and what's not, what's good information and what's not good information. You know, I think that's spooked a lot of people as well. So, but yeah, certainly they've both got potential. I mean, AMC, what is going on with AMC today? Really, it's not pretty. But this is what it's all about. You know, if you're in here and you can't handle this, you're in the wrong game. The wrong game. Has everything gone red now? Let's see. Just about. Some more have fallen. American Airlines is doing all right. AUV is doing all right. That's still up. Silver Spy, SSPQ. We looked at SSPK. We looked at that yesterday, didn't we? That's doing okay today. Oh, my voice sounds like a robot. Thanks, buddy. I think that it's because I'm working from a notebook and it's probably getting hot. Yeah, it's really hot. So I'm waiting for some parts coming from my new desktop. So they hopefully will be in the next couple of days. But if that's happening, I was going to finish in 10 minutes anyway. But if that's happening now, I'm going to shoot off. I've got some things to do, and I'll let my notebook calm down, and I'll be back on for Power Hour, where hopefully we've had a bit of a turnaround. But don't get despondent, troops. You know, keep going. We keep fighting a good fight, and we're all in this to make some money. So I wish you all a good day, and I'll be back on for Power Hour. So if you're around this evening, this afternoon, wherever you are, please do tune in, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, troops.